All right, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am the Queen of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I am here to bring you your prophetic messages for whatever is going on in your life at this time. Whoever needs to hear this message, please take these messages in with a pure heart, an open mind, and with honesty with yourself first. And therefore, when you hear the messages, if you're honest with yourself, then you'll understand why the message is for your zodiac sign. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Let's reveal what you need to know. Okay, for the sign of Aries, I have the Holy Bible right in front of me. We're going to be using the Holy Bible for the messages for your sign. Let's see what's Aries' message. Interesting. Because I was just thinking about this. I have turned to the book of Numbers. The book of Numbers. This is page 109. 109. This is Numbers chapter 32. Chapter 32. I'm being guided to read verses 25 through 27. The name of this says Transjordan Settlements. Transjordan Settlements. So this is in the area of the Middle East. So it says, the Gadites and Reubenites answered Moses, your servants will do just as my Lord commands. Our little children, wives, livestock, and all our animals will remain here in the cities of Gilead. But your servants are equipped for war before the Lord, and will go across to the battle as my Lord orders. Aries. This is about two groups of people answering Moses, but telling Moses what his servants are going to do according to the Lord's commands, their Lord's commands. So they're delegating a task, but they're also saying they're providing order. So it's like, your servants will do as the Lord says. Our people will remain here, but your servants are equipped for war and will go across to the battle as the Lord orders. So this is very interesting. Aries, this feels like something about a group, two groups, or just a group of people unifying at this time. And then there's another group that's being told to go to war. So I'm not going to lie to you, Aries. If you have family that's in the military, this could be talking about an upcoming deployment for the military under the president's orders. This could be about to be a big thing. You could be someone who may have family in the military, or you are in the military. There are some people that's going to stay stationed somewhere, but then there's about to be a big military order for people to get shipped away to go to war. Like something is stirring up right now is what I'm getting. So this could literally be about armies or militaries. Now that's for a select few Aries. For other Aries, this just may be two sides or two groups of people. And some of these people are gonna be sticking together about something, and another group of people are ready to go to war about something. So we have like this thing where there could be a group of people who are sticking together or working together in some kind of way. But then there's this other group who's ready to go to war. Something keeps saying about you, for you. Like you have a group of people who's ready to fight for you at this time against a group that is stuck in their ways, and they are sticking together to work in some kind of way against you. But there's another group of people who are for you that are ready to go to war for you. Like they don't care what it takes. They don't care what it is. You may have thousands of people, because my eyes just veered over to the left. Now I'm looking at this part in chapter 31 that says 675,000 sheep and goats, 72,000 cattle, 61,000 donkeys, and 32,000 people. All the females who had not had sexual relations with a man, like virgins. Okay. It's something about numbers. It's something about numbers. Okay. This is what's happening in your life, Aries. Whoever you are, you're more important than you realize. Because what's being set up is like settlements. This settlements is about people coming into a specific vicinity, location, or area to settle there. Oh my goodness, there's someone who's in a very high position that's getting people arranged, that's about to, or they're in the process right now of getting people arranged around you for your protection. There's something that I don't know if you know about, but there's something going on where there's been a lot of people coming up against you. And this group, like, it's like a hate group that could have formed against you. But there's another group that is, so like basically what God is doing, this is what God is doing. God is doing this, working through the Son of God as well. So it's like God and the Son of God. Your family basically are about to align something when it comes to you. It's like people are about to come around you now, like live around you, be around you, to be ready for something. Like it feels like these people are about to get close to you to make sure you're okay, to take care of you in some kind of way. Wow. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that are on your side. And I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe you could have thought that certain people were against you, but it could have been a little bit like, it could have been a lot going on, because you could have had some people in, I'm just going to use the army, for example. Like you could have had some people in these areas who had an agenda to go against you, but you could have had another side of this same industry who are for you. Something is shifting, okay? Something is shifting. But what I would say in this situation is everything's getting fixed. Everything's going back to the way that it was. All of these people are now supporting you now. Like all of these people are now supporting you is what I'm getting. So you do have, it could be men in suits. It could be officials. You have some type of people who do certain things to make sure you're okay. To protect you at all times, to take care of you at all times. Like some of these people have a job, a duty, a side hustle, which is to make sure you're okay. I don't know if you know that, but there is an Aries out there where don't be bugged out. Don't be freaked out by what you're about to start seeing. Some people have come around you to make sure you're always good. It's just that, see, that's why I'm so happy that I'm so glad I'm me. I love being myself, because I usually can see into problematic situations or a lot of crazy stuff going on, like with a lot of crazy people. I can usually see right into it and understand what's going on or what's going to happen in the future. So the whole time, Aries, I feel like you have been similar. You've been similar to what I'm saying. You've been looking through a situation and realizing that these people who are supposed to protect and serve, or maybe to protect you or something like that, or men who are supposed to be there for you, or not even just men, like a lot of people, things could have got wacky and really crazy and weird because these people could have followed the wrong leadership at some point. But now it's like a whole group of people are going to be assembled again. Like everything's getting back in order now. Things are about to go the way that it always has been in your life. Because they're realizing that another group, like this hate group, came in to distract these people from their actual mission. Like, you're a big part of a mission. You're a big part of people's work. Like, you're a big part of what people are supposed to be doing, like officials and people who are very important, who have tasks and duties regarding you. There was a lot of distractions because another hate group came in to target you because they were envious and jealous about who you are to a lot of people in the world. So now that a real leader, like somebody who is over these people, now that there's so many changes happening, someone literally is, either they just did this or they're gonna do this in the next few days, but someone's literally coming in. Like, I'm talking about, this could be a person in a very, very, very important role in America. Someone could have come in or about to come in to fix everything and help a lot of people remember what they were supposed to be doing in the beginning. This could be some type of group leader, like a real person who, I'm talking about a person who's gonna set it all straight. Someone who's like, listen, you guys should have never done this under so-and-so's authority anyway. You should have never did that. You should have never let that happen under a false leader's direction. Like, someone's being called out as a false leader to a group of people who are supposed to be there for you, and they let a situation get wild and out of hand, out of control regarding you. But now everybody's back focused on understanding what they were supposed to do and who you really are. So who you really are is being set straight in a lot of areas. And it's a secretive thing, but it's also like something that you're aware of, but you don't even if you're not aware of it, I think it's best that you're not actually aware of exactly who these people are. But just know that someone important is delegating and helping people remember what they're supposed to do in regards to you. See, a lot of people let a situation get wild and out of hand, which brought a lot of negative attention to you and who you are. Like, a lot of people should have never known who you really are and the purpose of you having security or having, like, whatever it is that you have or whatever is set up for you around you, whatever it is. People should have never known, because you're like, things were supposed to stay within a specific industry about you. But under a false authority figure or a false leader, a false executive of a company or something like that, people went crazy. People literally went crazy with the idea of who you really are. So that's the reason why you experienced a lot, because there's a part in the Bible where in the book of Job, when the devil asked God, well, he told him or whatever, he was like basically telling God, how are you going to tell me that I can do whatever I want to do to Job, but you still have your wedge of protection around Job? So that means I can't even do anything I really want to do because you still have that protection. And God looked at the devil and said, I removed it. So do as you please, but just don't do that, right? Just don't do one thing. And so the enemy was like, all right, let me see if you're really telling me that I can really do whatever I want. So that's what happened to an Aries out there. A hedge of protection was removed, because this is how it happened. All these people who always had been on your side, all these people who were always supposed to safeguard you, and whether it be friends, family, whoever, like these people were supposed to keep your secrets. They were supposed to keep your identity concealed. It was like confidential information that got leaked somehow about who you really are. And so when all this stuff happened and the wrong leader came in to distract a lot of people, and also the wrong leaders came in the past, wrong leaders in the past came in trying to be in a role, but they misused their power in that role by making people forget who you are, or not taking it seriously who you are. But up until today, now people know who you are, not just because of the confidential information being leaked, but people know who you are because of the supernatural abilities, or maybe supernatural things that have happened. That's how they know that this is not a game. So somebody's straightening things, I feel, and they're giving orders because people got really loose with your true identity. People turn this into something else under the bad leaders. But the people who you have now, I'm talking about their leaders, right? I'm talking about people who are over like big organizations and companies and all that. Those people have to get in line when it comes to what important people in this world have. They've kept a tradition when it comes to you this whole time. But when one bad leader came in the past, they ruined this whole thing. But I'm telling you, these people are getting it together now. So, because they realize what's going on. They realize that what's going on with you is bigger than just mere humanity. They realize that if they don't get their people in control and in order, there is going to be a greater chaos, not from them, but from you, if they don't fix it. That's what I'm getting from this. Wow, all of this came from Numbers 32, Transjordan settlements. And you know what? This is about the Middle East too. Oh my goodness. Maybe you didn't know this, Aries, but some of you may also have certain people around you that are connected to certain things spiritually. So if you get a lot of spiritual people coming to you now, wanting to connect with you, or maybe a lot of spiritual people are moving in your city, in your area, a lot of people are connecting with you, and maybe there's a lot of people from out of town, out of the country coming closer, around you, and it may feel like they're all stationed around you for a reason, people of different nationalities and things like that. I'm talking about Middle East, Africa, Haiti, certain areas, is because these people know who you really are. They know who you really are. They know classified information about you. And that's what I'm saying. You had, once this information leaked, a hate group formed, because this hate group finds it hard to believe that you really are sacred. The actual group, who was supposed to be doing their jobs the whole time, who were supposed to safeguard you the whole time and protect you from the public, they dropped the ball. But now the group that knows that they're guilty of not keeping this all a certain way and having structure and order with this, they're getting it together now. And they're on your side. Okay? So they realize how real this has gotten. And if I were you, I wouldn't hate everyone in the military. And I wouldn't hate everyone you meet. And even if they do something that you can, like, maybe even if the spirit of the devil comes out and you rebuke them, and you know, like, they're operating in a negative way, or they're saying things and doing things in a negative way, they can't help but be jealous of you. You're the child of God. Listen, not all of you are, not every Aries. As a matter of fact, I worked for an Aries recently, and she's not the child, and that's not her. I know that, so not every Aries, but you were supposed to be kept a sacred thing. There's a chosen Aries. There's someone that everybody knows this was supposed to stay concealed. They went awry because all it took was one bad, false imitation of a leader to come in over, in the past and falsify who you are, because this person wanted people to see you as just a human being. But the right people are helping everyone to realize who you really are, and that the right thing to do is to not go against you. The right thing to do is to support you, because see, listen, the hate group is also some of these people who always knew these are some people who use your energy for blessings in their life. These are some people who siphon your energy to create businesses, ideas, make money off of you. These are people who worship you, but they formed and did something went totally crazy when the wrong leaders came in, and they decided to go against you, but you're the source. And then they all wanted to pretend like they didn't know this information. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. These people have to comply. All right? That's all I have. Thank you.